Terminator Genisys. With a Y. Why? Because that's why. So this is the 5th Terminator movie in the franchise. This film stars Emilia Clarke, the Mother of Dragons, as Sarah Connor, Jai Courtney, son of John McClane, as Kyle Reese, and Jason Clarke, friend of the apes, as John Connor. And of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, back as the Terminator. I was okay with most of these recasts. Emilia Clarke I really enjoyed as Sarah Connor, which is funny because the last person to play Sarah Connor was Cersei Lannister in Terminator the Sarah Connor Chronicles. It was a very underrated show in my opinion. But back on this, Jason Clarke, he's a good actor, but there really wasn't a whole lot for him to do in this movie. Jai Courtney, I could take him or leave him. He just really doesn't have much charisma as an actor in my opinion. His one-liners in this film come off really flat. The plot. Man. Alright. My number one problem with this movie is that the trailers completely ruined any mystery. So much of the movie was in the trailer that I knew what was going to happen at nearly every moment in this film. This is why trailers are an art form. Trailers should get people into the theaters and give as little as possible to get them there. This is a textbook example of how saturating the market with plot-filled trailers can take away from the overall film. I won't talk about the plot because if you've seen the trailer, you already know it. But basically, the first 30 minutes of this was pretty cool. It was set up a really good premise, and it really just failed to really go much of anywhere. The timeline in these movies, it officially makes no sense. But I'm going to break it down in this way. Terminator 1 and 2 are consistent. Terminator 3 and Sarah Connor Chronicles kind of diverge into different timelines from there. Terminator Salvation doesn't fit in with really anything at all. And now you have Terminator Genisys in the picture. It doesn't really tie in anything per se, but it's most closely tied into the first two films. The timeline's been changed, but if you want any explanation as to how, you won't get it in this movie. You're just supposed to shut up in color, and if you can do that, you'll enjoy the end result. But the Terminator timeline officially doesn't matter anymore because it's no longer a time travel in a Back to the Future sense, but rather a reality jumping event more in the vein of Sliders. So I'm going to talk about the Terminator franchise just for a second. I did enjoy this film better than Terminator 3 or Terminator Salvation, but ultimately it can't reach the greatness of the first two films. Though it was a good effort, don't get me wrong, this movie was a pretty fun ride, it had some nostalgia, but unlike Jurassic World, nostalgia cannot carry this film. There's just too much of too little here to do it. It was a nice having Arnold back, but it was honestly the best part of the movie was him. Will it be back? I don't know. Will I be back? Probably. It's worth a watch, don't expect too much, and you'll have a good time. But in the end, I have to give Terminator Genisys 6.5 Governators out of 10. Deep Truth out.